We first started thinking about Pentagon Park in September of 2011. Pentagon Park was a behemoth property that had a lot of problems, a lot of absentee ownership, and a kind of a group of tenants that seemed to be fleeing from it.
Well, everybody who is in the real estate world or who's lived in the western suburbs knows of or has driven by Pentagon Park. Even if they didn't know the name, they would drive by and go, man, that's a big campus of buildings and they are really ugly.
Well, some of the things I think about when I view this area is the deep history of what it meant to our family, to me. I think there's just a great opportunity here at Pentagon to produce something that really enhances Edina and the local community.
You've got a phenomenal location. It's just a marvelous location that has access to not only all the amenities on France Avenue, all the amenities that are close within Edina and actually within the other municipalities, but you're basically off of two major freeways of Highway 100 and 494, and it's right off of the freeways, and that is a just irresistible location to begin with. Everybody knows where the location is, but let's face it, Pentagon Park, for the last almost 20 plus years, synonymous with failure. It's needed redevelopment, and I think the real question before it is, what should it be? Opus has always been known as the gold standard when it's come to construction, as well as design and development. Very high standards, very high capabilities.
I've learned a deep appreciation for Scott and his company's ability to really address the needs of product that is in its second cycle and being renovated. The speed with which he operates, the creativity, the fact that it's all about the long term and not necessarily just maximizing the short term.
The showroom here is a really good example of what relevance can be, where we've taken a space, we've basically made it a modern space, we've made a space that has several different types of floor finishes, ceiling finishes, different window types in it, and essentially our buildings are about infusing energy, light, and getting the clients to come in and then put their creative touch onto it.
Opening the ceiling and thus driving more volume and more light throughout the space, I feel that we've created kind of an edgy, creative space that is unique to this market here in Edina.
So that is remarkable about the city of Edina. They're looking out 10, 15, 20 years. Most municipalities are just scrambling to keep up.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. That Renaissance is a beautiful word.
These buildings have become relevant again because someone actually has put the time and the energy into them. That's what's important. People seem to now have hope because Pentagon has been synonymous with failure for 20 years. And I think for the first time, people can see that there's a real line between what's happening here and success.
I think when it comes to Pentagon Park here, Scott and my objective is to really, number one, be responsive to the market. Nothing's going to happen that makes a lot of sense financially unless it is responsive to the market. So our goal here is to position well enough that they can be attractive to some users in the interim, but then really primarily focus on what long-term Pentagon Park can be.
This is a location that is so amazingly good. You can shoot for the moon. You can get the best of all possible developments here. And I think that's what we're both interested in. It has to be market-driven, it has to be driven by what is possible in the marketplace, but it can be excellence, and that's what we both are very, very interested in achieving.